Hello everyone, we're about to do a video on this. Yes, this Breville dynamic dual package. Actually, I'm going to do more of the review of this dual boiler compared to the bean grinder, but I'll do both. I just got this today at Seattle Coffee Gear. They're having a special right now at the time of this video, but by the time I get this published, it probably will be a little later. I also bought myself a knock box as well as some fantastic beans. But for today, I'm going to show an unboxing of this. I'm also going to show you what my current setup is, which is basically not an espresso machine. So let's get right into this. So looking from the top here, I'm just going to take the knock box as well as some fancy beans I got, which are fantastic. Let's go and unbox this thing. So inside, of course, we've got the dual boiler, which there's many YouTube videos, and I'll also do a video of my own. And let's go and view this. Oh, how about that? I'm looking forward to making some latte art for myself. But here it comes. As you can see, so we got a 58mm basket. I'm looking forward to doing that. And then we got it's interesting how they do some of this packaging. Of course, we got the tamp, got a brush here. Not entirely sure what this is for, but I'm gonna play around with this a little bit and see where we go. We got the razor. For those that don't know what this razor is, it basically is a leveling tool for the basket here. So just in case you have a little too much, well, then you can go and modify accordingly. Then you got the holders, which will go with the grinder that you could go insert the puck. Basically, it'll insert like this. This, I believe, is for 50 to 54. The one I have is a 58mm one, so we'll go with the bigger size. Got water filters. That's going to be very important. The filter baskets. So what these baskets are, for those that are not familiar with espresso, here, basically, but for those that are curious about filter baskets, after you go and unbox these, I apologize there. You got single wall as well, dual wall filters. We're certainly going to need multiples of these. One I think is more curved compared to the other. But we got extra baskets, which are going to be necessary. Then, of course, we got the milk steaming pitcher, which I won't unbox here, but then we also have, of course, the instruction manual, which I will certainly be taking a deep look at that. So stop here for a minute, and we'll get this out of the way, and we'll do more unboxing. Inside of the milk froth pitcher, we had this. Of course, we got a milk frother, but we also have some cleaning tablets. We've got a descaler and some additional tools to help with descaling. Now that I've gotten the accessories that were on the top of this box out of the way, or out of this product, looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of side handiwork to get this foam out. So after a little bit of finagling here, and to go and remove the entirety of the packaging, or at least of this, out. But now unboxing, and there you go. Okay. How about that? We've got our grinder to the right. I'll need to figure out where that box or that bin is. And of course, the dual boiler. Okay, so we've got our collector, which will go onto the grinder, which I'll show in a little bit. And then we also have our coffee bean hopper, which will mount on the top, and I will show that also in just a jiffy here. To go through a little bit further unwrapping, then I'll show around the machine here in a little bit. And there you have it. Now that I've unwrapped most of the plastic outside from both of these, we've got our dual boiler here. We've got our steam wand, which is very nice looking. We've got our hot water spout. And then more to come as it relates to what comes out here when we go and finally put in our catch basin. And what is also on the outside here, we've got the hot water, which is, again, that controls this. We will be fiddling around a little bit with the controls in a bit. I will have to do probably a separate video for that. This is just an unboxing. We've got our water input, so this is where you can go and put your filtered water. Yes, I recommend filtered water. Do not do distilled water because you won't get the best flavor. Also, filtered water helps with hard water and helps to kind of filter out at least some of the hardness with it. Within the grinder, or at least with the grinder, we've got, of course, the catch basin as I've shown here, and then the hopper. This is a burr grinder. This is one of the more basic ones from my understanding in terms of this is certainly not the most fancy of burr grinders, but this will do, at least for my purposes as an amateur. And then our catch basin really just more or less goes on the top here. And there you have it. From the back side, we've got our water tray. So to unlock, you've got to push down this lever, and then this pulls out. This, I believe, I don't remember how many ounces. I believe this is 40 ounces. I could be wrong on that. But this is where the water comes in. You can kind of see from the back side here where you were able to see what the water level is from this measurer in case here. And we've got the boiler that's inside here, which I won't show. There are plenty of other videos that show kind of the inside guts, which you'll have to unscrew, but I won't do that here. I don't want to void a warranty. But the top surface, this does heat up when you go and turn on the dual boiler. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes to warm up, but I will show that in a separate video. What's also in here, I have this taped on for the moment, but what is nice about this is that these trays are very much removable, and it's quite flexible with the setup. As you hear, this is all metal, which is good. Some of these are kind of a pseudo plasticky, but this is metal. This is pure metal. When the tray becomes more and more full, you will get this empty me. But what I really like about this is that you can go and remove, and you can unlock, so then you can really more or less move this around. Right now I have this on my couch because I want to protect the surfaces, but you got your tool storage, so this is kind of where you can have those additional cups I was showing earlier be stored here, which is very nice. And the machine will actually not operate unless you have the tray inserted, so that's a nice safety feature just in case you forget about the tray installation. So with that, also you want to make sure that you go and lock your machine, which unlocking it is clockwise, to lock in place is counterclockwise. And you will know when it's unlocked is because if this starts popping up a little bit, then we know that's unlocked, but now it's locked, so it's now a fully level and flush. And then again, I'm looking forward to playing around with this milk steam wand. You can feel from there. There you have it. We've got, of course, our steam power control on the right, but I will show that in a separate video when I actually start to go and demo after a few trials, of course. There you have the unboxing, and I will show you very quickly once I get rid of my old setup and compare to the new. This is my old setup. As I mentioned before, when it comes to unlocking and being able to move this around, so as you can see from this, I'm able to go and move this machine around quite easily. It actually comes about fairly loose, right? Which is very nice to have. And then when I want to go and lock this into position, go clockwise, and it is rock solid, which is fantastic, because I know I like to, there's going to need to be some force that will come into lock in. But just wanted to show that real briefly here, since I wasn't able to show that on the couch. And there you have it, the new setup for the next and foreseeable future. We have now got it in place. Our grinder is replaced with the beans, and now we've got our Keurig. Well, for right now, I'm going to need to figure out the whole plug situation at the back, because there's going to be, well, potentially 4 devices that are going to be pulling from the same plug. But there you have it. It is now set up. Got the puck in its full position here. Got my cups, or at least my espresso setup. I will say this button is a little bit easy to go and move. So when you're moving stuff around, right, you might accidentally go and press it up right here when you start moving the machine. So that's something you'd be aware about. So probably handle it more from the side as opposed to up here to go and when you move the machine around. But there you have it. That's a quick wrap for the unveiling of the Breville dual boiler. And of course, if you like the content of this video, please give that thumbs up button for me. Hit the bell notification down below on the screen as well to get the latest videos that I go and upload. And until the next one, Yoshi out.